Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge, and this is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give out of the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained. And they are entertained right now.
And when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Lincoln. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a lead.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Okay, ready? And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. It's complete. And he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And he muffs it. It's loose. And he steps out of bounds at the 2-yard line. What a terrible decision on that one. They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. Give to the single back. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for space. It's Peterson. He's loose at the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Peterson. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That was incomplete. I'm okay with that. I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth in that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. The inside handoff. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
Ohio State 7, USC 0.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Get set.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Lincoln. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you've got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Near the marker, it's Baker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Those last 2 running plays went nowhere. At this point, you wonder if you just run it again, punt, and regroup. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Pressure coming. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile, that's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And they're able to make the tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there taking what the defense gave him.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll run play action, buying some time. Good quickness to grab it off the balance. He got a hand on it, deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Lewis. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC.
And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Trojans!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and the defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. NC State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field at will. They're up by 17 over Stanford. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Runs through a tackle. He has the first and still on his feet. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Unloads it left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the 2nd half,
He lost one down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Winding up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. And he's going to run it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, then you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. We're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground.
Second down coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Murphy. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Trying to set up the screen, and he throws the interception. Got room on the return. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, we can add just have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
They'll immediately call timeout.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapted. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on fourth and goal. Still looking on the move. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off play action on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room, you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you've got a good plan running out of the locker room. And then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. At the 45, on his way. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes one man miss.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there. As this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.